Hey everyone, Shannon Scott, the Bard of Bonaventure, coming to you from deep inside of my office here, Bonaventure Cemetery. And yes, I'm the taphophile with the most, I guess. But here we are sort of observing a child sarcophagus where it's almost like instead of casket handles, we see these cherubim figure with their windswept hair, their darling, darling bird-like wings, floating through the clouds as if they are lifting this casket off to heaven, or the vessel, or the spirit from the vessel. With always that duality expressed in this kind of artwork, the earthly and the spiritual at the same time. That was one of the fundamentals of this kind of carving. This child died at 2 years of age, essentially 2 years of age, and I don't know the cause of death. Kind of a neat observation here from the top as well. I don't know, when I see those four heads, I think like the four elementals, the four corners of the earth, the four winds, all kinds of stuff. But this was sculpted by the illustrious sculptor John Walls, W-A-L-Z, most famous for his Gettysburg monument to the Pennsylvania 106th Infantry, called The Silenced Drums of Gettysburg. And John Walls was the Renaissance guy that rewrote the script for The Culture of Savannah, like an Eli Whitney character. He was kind of a one-shot deal that came to town with big presence, and from 1889 to 1922, rocked it out for Savannaians. Of course, pun intended, I suppose, rocked it out with rocks, carving them. Yeah, you get it. But he added over 200 monuments to Bonaventure in his lifetime, and that's just one cemetery that he makes an impact. And this is one of my favorite sarcophagus objects in Bonaventure, and it's also hidden away. A lot of tourists and locals don't know it's here, and this is maybe the best side as far as details go. But what a face, what details. But Walls had a lot of depth as a person, and he was really in touch with what the families were experiencing, especially when this is the stuff that paid all of his overhead week in and week out, memorials to children, and all the other stone cutters. That was their case as well, really, or the carvers anyway. But in a period when families had those big broods of like 10 to 15 kids, like my own grandfather in Kentucky was one of 16, as parents, you really didn't know if they would all survive. I mean, you knew what the odds were, and they weren't good. But if you were living that good religious life, let's say you're successful, you got money in the bank account, you're going to church every Sunday, you love God, the whole thing, and your children keep dying. Well, religiously, you may have asked yourself the question, why is God punishing us? Why is he taking our children? So you see, it was the burden and the job, let's say, of John Walls and other sculptors to kind of make it a little more soft, I guess. So I call this kind of work like healing art, because really what he was saying to the family through the expression of this art, no, my friends, disease is of the earth. Your heavenly Father, look, he's made them an angel in the kingdom. Can't you see them? Other angels carrying your angel off to the skies. But it's kind of like a statement of, there's your young one as an angel now. Can't you see them? You'll re-meet them in this way. There they are now. So this wasn't just supposed to be, in a way, the face of a stranger angel, if you like, or a stranger cherubim. This was to really represent the destiny of their child in heaven. So yeah, it's lovely stuff. It's what John Walls did. And of course, this is what we do out here 7 days a week, 3 times a day. And even on after hours from 5 to 8, you can book private tours with us where we will story you to completion and leave you basically calling for more, clamoring for more. So check us out at bonaventurecemetery.com, shannonscott.com. And remember, if you're out there searching for us on the internet, it's Bonaventure Journeys, not tours, but journeys. And I'm going to make like a cherub and fly away.